now that I've got you hostage, we're going to talk about something not specifically related to the Proton Pack before we get to the Proton Pack.
Shut up! You don't think Ryan is famous?
Cousin Ryan.
You gotta...
Hey, what's up, YouTube friends and family? It's Cousin Ryan, and I've got here the Haslab Proton Pack. It is Egon Spengler / his granddaughter Phoebe's Proton Pack from Ghostbusters Afterlife. This was like a crowdfunding project from Hasbro, their little division called Haslab. It is super, super cool. There's the whole nerd debate online now. Oh, these aren't real. Mine that I made with, you know, thousands of dollars of parts is real and all this. They're all expensive toys. It doesn't matter. And being someone that actually scratch built one of these, you couldn't touch something this close to screen accurate for less than $1,000, even if you build it yourself. So the fact that they got it this close to screen accurate, there's a ton of potential for modifications and everything else. It is so cool. Like, it was so worth the money. And I'm just going to point out, there's tons of unboxings and reviews already, but I just had to throw my 2 cents in since we've got one here. But first, there were stretch goals. There were little toasted, you know, figures, the plasma figures, the mini puffs, and some marshmallow goo that would hang off, some, you know, clean stickers and stuff for everything to make it look new if you chose to go back to the 84 look. But I got to admit, I was the least excited about this, and now that I've read it, I'm the most excited. It's Egon's journal. There is so much cool information in here. And we're assuming it's canon. I mean, I'm assuming it's canon because there's very specific stuff in here that it's just really, really cool. I'm not going to go through the whole book. I just wanted to point out a couple things that I thought were pretty awesome. There's even like missing pages in here. So 2 things of note. Ecto 1A is not mentioned in here at all. Sorry, I hope I said spoiler alert. I figure if you guys know I'm getting into this and you don't have this book already, anyway, spoiler alert. Ecto 1A is not mentioned in here one way or another. One of the cool things I thought, Egon had a debate in here internally about them just catching all the ghosts, whether the ghosts were evil or not. They just caught all of them, and his idea was maybe there are some ghosts that don't need to be caught, that they're okay to exist out in the open world. And then one other thing that I thought was really kind of cool, we got the answer about the gunner seat that pops out of the side of the Ecto-1. He added that after he went to Oklahoma in hopes that, he said he was hoping that the others, meaning, you know, Peter, Ray, and Winston, would join him there. So he was upgrading the Ecto-1 in hopes that they would still, you know, believe in him or show up. So I thought that was kind of cool. And there's a ton of other stuff in this book. Like, I hope, just for fans' sake, that they reprint this and everybody can get a hold of it, because it was a super fun read. I really, really enjoyed it. But that's not the point of this video. The point is the Proton Pack. So let's get into some of the basic stuff. There's a switch here like you see in Afterlife, and fires up, and we've got it set to the 84, 89 lighting sequence and audio. Up here, where is it? The crank knob turns the volume down or all the way up, which is pretty cool. I don't know how it looks to you guys there, but the power cell lens looks super frosted and foggy on most online videos, and I'm looking in the monitor there, it looks a lot more frosty there than it does in person. You can see the little individual LEDs much better in real life. It doesn't look quite as foggy in person. However, that is going to be something I want to upgrade, and I will do a video of that when I get around to it. Of note, one problem I found with this, and I know everybody's had problems, you know, various problems with theirs, the cyclotron cap is a little bit loose. See, look, at the lights went out, and if I push on it, they come back on. So the connection, and this is what tightens it, tightens the bumper to the cyclotron, and it's tight, and it's still, like, have trouble if I'm pulling it towards the camera. See, it quits lighting, and then it comes back on when you push on it. The ribbon cable here has a cool disconnect feature. So when you disconnect it, you get the shutdown sound from the containment unit in Ghostbusters 1. So and then when you attach it, it fires back up. So we'll shut this off here. And this is cool features here. I'm gonna try to do this so you guys can see it. There's the shock mount comes out. The bumper slides off. See, the cyclotron likes to fall off really, really easy. So we're going to slide this out of the way here, and there's some switches here. One turns the vibrating feature on. The vibrating feature sucks, in my opinion. When the motor's running, it's almost louder than the sound effects, so I don't like it. But the second switch here, you hear that? It switches to the Afterlife lighting effects, so we'll get this. See, that just doesn't like to stay on there. Obviously, the bumper's not on all the way. Sorry, I can't see over here. There we go. Just doing it. There we go. Okay. I might get a little rubber washer to put on between the bumper and the cyclotron cover, because see, that's tight and it's still super, super loose there. But let's go ahead and fire it up again. It's pretty cool, huh? I mean, it sounds great, and it's even got a different sound effect for when you disconnect the ribbon cable. Pretty much it, and then you can reconnect it. So, and it came with, I've got a Rothco Alice frame here that I'm going to attach it with. It came with all the hardware. I'll do that in a separate video. Turn this around. I don't know what that was. I have no idea what just happened. Why it did that. This thing's got a mind of its own. I also want to mention, and it's super random, when you disconnect the ribbon cable, in Afterlife mode, sometimes you'll get the little mini puffs going, ah, like making noises. I've left this thing running. It'll run for 3 minutes without the wand turned on, and you'll get like a Slimer sound. There's just different sound effects that will randomly appear, and I think when you disconnect the ribbon cable in the 84-89 mode, do you get a Slimer sound? I forget now, but there's little weird like sneak up on you and scare you sound effects. But anyway, you can see there's some screw holes here and here that the Alice frame will mount to once you remove these straps. Now, I did buy, and I don't have, shoot, now I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to remember the name of the company. Something Studios. I bought a motherboard, an aluminum motherboard that's supposed to fit to this. Comes with all the mounting hardware for the Alice frame. So I'll go ahead and mount it to this in another video, but then when I get the motherboard and do that upgrade, I will share that with you guys as well. That's sort of it. I mean, I'm really, really, really happy with this thing. Eventually... Huh. Pushing that button right there. Watch. Oh, now it's not going to do it because I said, was it moving? That's weird. Okay, so I was just going to mention, can you guys, yeah, you guys can see it there. I'm not super... There you go. The hook on this is the hook that came on the wand, and can you guys see? Yeah, you can see it up there. Whoops, the pack's starting to get a little tipsy. It's not the easiest to rehook. I'm going to go with a more conventional V-hook in the future. That'll be another upgrade. I've got a more accurate yellow loom for this that's on the way. I know this tube here was blue on the packs. I'll probably change that eventually. I don't know. We do have one more of these still in the box. We bought 2 of these, and I'm saving the other one for when Ryder comes home to unbox it. One we're going to upgrade to look more realistic from Afterlife. And the other one, I'm going to convert back to an 89 pack. I'm thinking Venkman Vigo, the final battle with Vigo. I want to make it accurate to that one, or as close as possible. I guess that's it. Those are just kind of my thoughts about this. I'm, again, super, super happy with it. I think it's awesome. I really like the sound effects. Like I said, I'm a little bit bummed that this is so loose. Yeah, that's kind of a bummer, but it should easily be fixed. Like I said, I'm going to put a little rubber washer in there that should tighten it up. And maybe I can find a way to put some magnets in there or something. But anyway, it's totally cool. Keep saying that. It is. It's super cool. This is like the coolest toy ever. I will say, as much as I love the one my dad and I built, I can see it on the workbench over here off camera. And it looks really good as well. But this one weighs about half as much. I mean, I can easily lift this up right here. It's probably, I don't know, about 20 pounds. That one my dad and I built's easily 45 pounds. So this is absolutely the go-to for wearing any, for any length of time. I don't know if you guys can see it here. This is the stand that came with it. That was one of the stretch goals as well. But yeah, those are just my immediate thoughts on this. And you can see here there's supposed to be a couple of hex screws in the ion arm here. I'll add those eventually too as part of the, making this look more realistic. I'll probably paint the ribbon cable thing here silver, and I don't know, man, just some little upgrades here and there. I'm just happy to have it, and I'm thrilled you guys bared with me through this video of me checking this out and sharing it with you. So I guess that's it for now. Till next time, be excellent to each other.
You know, sir, it's cousin Ryan on the Hollywood Boulevard. You know, sir, he bigger than any superstar. All of us spit you some real dope bar. Some them sweeter than any chocolate bar. Boom! Hey.